Alright guys, good day wherever you're watching from. So I want to make a very short video about what we did the other day in class, and it's all about the basic web page with image and text. So as you can see, I have the GitHub repository that we used to make that app, make the web page that day. I put it on label OK. I forked my basic web page, yeah, this repo, and then added the codes to this repository in label. So the purpose of this video is how you can work on this code, although it's a very simple code, but it can make you understand the basics of HTML. So when you come to this organization, label OK, github.com/label OK, right? You are going to open the repo from here or from here. Just open the repository. I'm assuming that you guys don't have VS Code or Eclipse or any other IDE for now. So I'm just going to show you a way that you can work on it very easily. You have to download the code actually, because we've not gone into how you can easily use GitHub by forking repositories and other stuff. So just have to download the zip, download this repo, and when it's done downloading, check the folder where it's located, and it's in downloads, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extract it and place it on my desktop. Now that it's been extracted, don't worry, my desktop icons are hidden, and there's a tool I'm going to show you. I won't advise you to use the basic notepad. I'll just show you notepad plus plus. So you can download the notepad plus plus to help you edit some of these codes better, because if you use the basic notepad, it doesn't have coloring and stuff. So but in the later class, I'm going to show you how you're going to use VS Code and other industry standard IDEs for your coding and development. So but for now, you can check the download, and if you want to download this version, you can click on it to download it and install it. I'm sure at this level you must probably have an experience or two about how to install software. So when you install your notepad plus plus, I'm gonna go to open containing folder, or open folder. I'll just open something. So I'm going to look for that particular basic web page with all this. I'm gonna try to open it all. So now that this thing is open, it downloaded the markdown also, just like the readme. So I'm gonna close that because we don't need that for now. So now let's just test that. Let's test that website that we just downloaded from GitHub. Let's open the index.html file and see how it's gonna look like. Oh, no image. Alright. Well, the reason why it's showing no image is that we didn't upload any image to GitHub. As you can see, there's no image here. And remember that we use boy for the image, so I'm gonna drag boy. So I'm just gonna copy the image of boy from here to here and copy. So let's try to refresh the page again, see what we're gonna see. Refresh. Okay, I didn't save, sorry. Alright, excuse me, let me check something. Okay, sorry, I didn't rename the image. Okay, so now the reason why it's showing this Latin is because of this dummy text that I used here. Is normally default dummy text that people use for front end, lorem ipsum. You can Google lorem ipsum, and it's not a Latin. I don't know if it's Latin, but it sounds kind of Latin and stuff. So it's what front end engineers used to fill up spaces, right? Just like I did here. So that's why the translator is seeing it as Latin. So let's just go ahead and let me show you how you can edit this picture and this web page actually. What the title is saying, image and text, right? So we can start by naming the title, give it whatever title you want, right? John Paul, and not this title actually. This title here is different from this title. This title, this second title is this one that we're seeing here, which is the own the title you are going to create for yourself. Let me open this thing on Mozilla so that you have a can see the tab. I have a lot of tabs stuff open in my Chrome. So image and text, right? And we have the title here, which I just put myself because I was doing some demonstration. So like I said, John Paul, right? We will not say that's why that's why it didn't reflect. And title John Paul. And now for this dummy text, we are still going to repeat the same thing. These are paragraphs. Basically, I'm just trying to show you how you can work on this web page that I shared with you that we did in the class the other day, so you can get familiar with how you want to work on it. Personality to your own taste, and kind of grow your experience along the way. So very quickly, I'm gonna say hi. My name is John Paul. I am a I am an entry level front end engineer with label OK by innovative online interactions plus. All right, so assume this is the first paragraph. Let's save it and see what it looks like. All right, okay, so there we have it. So now this is the first paragraph. The second paragraph will be like mm, I have a very strong passion when it comes, or rather, let's have a very strong passion in web development, or let's be vast passion in coding, and I see front end as a gateway to start my coding journey. How do you spell journey? All right, all right. So I hope to contribute to the open source community and learn a lot in coding and and be able to advance my career dreams as a programmer. Programmer. Did I get spelling programmer correctly? All right. I think that's about that for John Paul. Let's go and refresh Mr. John Paul. All right. So we have everything that we edited right there. So lastly, I'm gonna show you how you can edit this picture. Right. I know I didn't add this border in the demonstration, but I just added borders, and that is CSS, and I use CSS to add this border, and that's not what we're talking about now. Like I told you guys, is not something that we can dive into, although gradually you understand HTML and CSS with some JavaScript. So now I'm gonna change this his picture, and as you can see, John Paul is now displaying on the title of the web page, right? Apart from this John Paul that we're seeing here, right? Okay, and okay, mm, yeah, to change this picture, right? So I think this is what we're using now, boy, right? So I have another picture here, man. I think I should just drag man into it. Let me just not copy it, just drag man, and we have man. And if you have a picture, for instance, you have your personal picture you want to use and work on this, assume that man is your picture, and then what you're gonna do is what you're gonna do is just to come to the code, right? The notepad plus plus, come to this place where it says boy and rename it to man, assuming, and hit Ctrl S and save. So assuming that your picture is saved as Obi, right? Maybe your name is Obi and picture is saved as Obi. You just have to rename it to whatever you save the picture with. Like I told you the other day in class, it must be a picture of the name of the file, right? Plus the extension, plus the file extension. For instance, let me repeat the process I made that day. Um, the picture was man, right? I renamed this image source to man and refresh. We see a different picture, and then if I change the extension of man, let's say for instance I make it a PNG, I make it a ping, and does that, and when I refresh the web page, it's not gonna show me any image because the extension is not the same with what I have in the code. So if I come to the code and change the extension to PNG, let's see what's gonna happen, and voila, we'll have the man coming up again. So but I don't like to play with file extensions because I just prefer to leave them the way they are, not to confuse people. PNGs and JPEGs are not the same. All right. Okay. So we'll just go back to the code and change it again. JPG. All right. That's that, and it remains the same. So and with this, you can actually go to, like I told you, go to GitHub, right? Label OK, right? Yeah, and kind of download it. Hmm? Because we've not started using GitHub now. I've not taught you guys much about GitHub. Like I told you, don't really go into your personal vendetta trying to learn all these things on your own. You need a mentor to guide you, and then try to follow me. Let me follow you back on GitHub. Let's start to collaborate. So yeah, that's about that. I am expecting to see your pages, right, on your GitHub profiles, or if you have the raw source code, you can meet me and tell me that you have the source code. So I'm waiting to see what you guys can come up with, right? And thank you for your time. I hope you enjoy your experience in learning web development with me. Have a good day.